Hey, so my name is Natalie, spelled with a D. My dad spelled it wrong on my birth certificate, so now everyone else has to. Yeah, so anyway, I wanted to make a tutorial video because everyone's kind of stuck at home and I totally feel that. I love it. I'm like an extreme introvert, extrovert. Whew, I'm gonna go dance so hard after this. Yes, okay, anyway, lovely. Dude, like, it's hard to be like, oh, there's people, I want to touch you and hug you. Okay. Like, I don't know. I don't even really like being touched. So it's funny I feel this way. Anyway, I am making this tutorial and it's on finger crocheting. And the reason why I'm doing this is because most people have yarn of some kind in their home, but maybe they don't have crochet stick, like hooks or knitting needles. And it's just like, or maybe they don't know how to crochet. Like it took me so long to learn how to crochet simply because my grandma is ambidextrous and would do certain things left-handed and certain things right-handed, and crocheting was left-handed and I was totally lost. Like I can draw with my left hand, but like okay, we were opposite brained or something. Anyway, so my other grandma took me to a class one day at Michael's. It was like totally free. And I learned how to finger crochet and it has been amazing. After that, was able to buy hooks and I've been kind of amazing at crocheting since that, actually. So if you don't know how to crochet or you're young and you just like, haven't learned how, or you've tried multiple times like me and failed time and time again because of the situation of like, you just can't quite figure it out. It's all about tension and it's all about repetitive. Yeah, my cat likes to help. She's really cute. I don't know if you can't really see her, but she's really sweet. Okay. Okay, that's my cat. She's helping. Anyway, so this is how I'm going to do it. And it's like really easy, but don't be hard on yourself if you can't get it the first time. I love using double yarn when I'm finger crocheting because you're going to get a bigger stitch with finger crochet. And so using 2 yarns, using 3 yarns, knock your socks off. I'm really not making something out of this, so this is actually just like all practice. Okay. Ugh. Anyway, so I like to tie an end, just for my personal preference. This is how I start it. Everyone knows how to do this knot. This knot is like universal, okay? Like it's super easy. But if you think about it, like I tie my vegetable bags when I come home from the stores. This is how I tie them. I make a triangle. I cross the triangle over and you grab whatever string you want. Just don't let go of it. Just keep holding it, okay? It's on your finger. The thing is like when you start thinking about that knot and you start overanalyzing it, you're like, oh, how do I do it? How do I do it? So triangle, and again, all about how you're using your fingers. And this is practice. Like when I first did this, it was sloppy, so sloppy. So I hold my knot, put it down in a triangle, grab it. I want to start it over here so you can kind of bring it. I don't know what kind of knot this is. It's probably called a noose knot or something. Anyway, it doesn't matter where you start it. So you're going to want a bigger, you're going to want to keep it about this big. So hopefully we got that first knot down. Then you just grab it through. Hold your first knot that you just made and pull it through. I gotta start this over because I pulled that too tight. Okay, so make sure these are all together. If you're working with double yarns, triple yarns, you want to make sure the tension on all your yarn is the same. So pull that through, keep your tension nice, and then basically you're just making a chain. So I don't know, maybe you'll look at this and be like, oh, I know how to do that. That's super easy. Great, because do it. So you do your chain. It's been a while since I finger crocheted. I crochet with a hook now. Failing at this pretty hard. Anyway, you're getting this beautiful, there. So there, now you're pulling it. You're getting the tension. You're always holding you're always going to be holding the last knot you just made. Okay. So pinch your fingers through there. It's like, I call this the butt. This is the butt crack. Pull the butt crack on through. Got a new butt. Pull the butt crack on through. You got a new butt. Pull the butt crack and just keep grabbing the one under, the one you just made. And by doing that, by grabbing the one under, you're creating tension that should hopefully be equal. So continue this method. And then I'm going to give you a really good tip. If this was too confusing for you, there's lots of YouTube videos that are not me that can teach you this also. So so anyway, I'm just gonna like be like, okay, this is as long as I want it. I'm gonna go into my, it doesn't even matter, like you grab it lefty, righty, whatever way is comfortable. Take your string, you're gonna take your fingers, and you're gonna go through that, just the biggest loop. There's like all these, like, see those loops there? You're just gonna put it through those big loops. Sometimes they get hidden, but whatever. And then just like, so grab your butt crack through, put it over your finger, and then put 2. So that will do. We have a few loops to go through. So we don't want to go through that loop. We just went through that loop. We want to go through this loop. Grab your, so you have the loop on your finger. Always have the loop on your finger. Pinch your little fingers through that little tiny hole that we've made. Those little tiny holes, you put your both fingers through there. Pinch it through. Slip your finger in, however you like. And then again, you have something that looks like this. Then you're going to take your thumb. You're going to take your thumb and you're going to squeeze it through both of those rounds. And you're going to grab it and you're going to pull it through both those rounds. And then you're going to pull this back and get your tension back to where you want it to be. So then you're going to do that. Your next hole is right here. You got this on your finger. Push through with this. Push it through. Pinch it up. Slip it on your finger. Go like this. Slip it through both. Now when I crochet with a hook, I do it a little differently. This is a single stitch. I think when I crochet, so anyway, here's like what's happening. See? It's really pretty, and you just keep going with that. So we're gonna, and it'll look super awesome. Like you can make blankets and scarves, or you know, the thing with crocheting is you can make like a hood. You can make so many things. Like you just make like a piece of something that's crocheted, and you can like just tie it and like make all sorts of things. You can make dishcloths, like you can make, just let your mind just go with it and figure it out. So anyway, I'm just gonna finish a few more just because I guess I want to see what this is gonna look like at the end, especially because I didn't do my stitch proper. And then it's all practice. Like, you know, we're not really doing much right now. Like, we're just kind of like hanging out in front of the TV for real. And this is something that I just watched television and perfected. And like, yeah, I'd be sitting there sometimes being like, it'd be like falling all over the place, and I'm picking it up and I'm trying to slip it through. And then, you know, I can't not sit there and just watch TV though. Like, I just have this like OCD where I have to be doing something all the time. So even though it was kind of frustrating, sometimes I was like, I'm going to do it. I'm going to do this. I'm going to get this. I'm not going to give up. And then the more I did it, I just got super good. And now I can't say that I'm super good, but I definitely love using my hooks. It was something that, like, once I learned this, I felt like I was part of this sisterhood. Like, I was like, this is what I've been missing. Like, this has been part of like women culture for so long. And I just felt so united and like accomplished. Like, I was like, I just felt connected, I guess. Not accomplished, but I would say connected. And I'm going to just do something I don't usually do here. Once you start crocheting, once you start like getting this crocheting into your life, you're just going to feel so inspired and like feel like, wow, like there's so much you can do with this skill. And you always want to start with it at the back. So I guess maybe, no, I don't know. I want to be on this end, and I tied it there, so that was stupid. But anyway, I'm going to start off on I'm going to do the next line. So you always, now I'm peeking my finger through 4 loops. So there's those, you still have, if you see the crochet there, those are the holes. You're going to see these beautiful little crochet holes. Those are the ones that you stick your finger through now. So I'm sticking through 4. Pinch it up. And it's tricky because you gotta pinch it. So sometimes it's nice to start with a really loose, like my friend Morgan, she made like a really cool shawl, and it's really nice because like she did the really big stitches, so like a poncho kind of a thing. And you know what, everyone's tension is different, and I just like couldn't handle that kind of tension. I'm tight. I do tight tension. Like I just, even my crochet, I'm like, ah. So some people have looser tensions and it still looks gorgeous. So this is another stitch you can do. Okay, so You start it, you do the same thing. You take your this is your butthole with one finger. Oh no, you take your 2 fingers, stick it, grab. It's easier to do it with your lap. I'm not, okay. You pinch it through, put it around your finger, grab, so this is the same stitch you were doing before, where you pinch it through, grab it through your finger. However, this time, you're only going to grab one. So the first, and then pull it down, pull your tension down, and then you're going to want to put it through both this time. And now the reason for doing this stitch, and what makes it, so you don't even have to pinch it, I guess, like if you can figure out how to do it. I don't know why my thread is being stubborn. It's like stuck in there. I don't know. I find these balls are really, like, I bet there's a big knot in there. It'll come out. You go through a lot of yarn too. So anyway, I guess I have enough to do like one more stitch or so. But anyway, the reason for, and so then I can show you, is that it's just, I think it's faster. It will make your, whatever you're making, faster. So then these are your new holes up here, which again will, once you're moving along, it's just going to keep moving along and moving up. Anyway, this is very long now, and this looks like a big, beautiful mess, but I hope the colors aren't too, like, choppy. I'm not, like I said. And then it, like, because it's a crochet, it should just, like, oh yeah, I tied that. It should literally just unravel. Just unraveling. Like, all you're making is a bunch of loops. Again, to start off with that triangle knot, pinch it up like a butt crack, and knock your socks off. Chain, 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 chain. Boom. Figure it out. Watch some more videos. Don't watch my videos, but anyway, now you know it exists. Now you had time to watch this, and I really hope that you finger crochet something and move on to hooks, or if you use hooks and you've never finger crocheted, you give this a try, because it's fun and you can really blend colors. Like, I love blending the wools when I crochet, even with a hook. I use more than one wool consistently. So take care, and have a great quarantine. Happy quarantine.